All right, so now we're going to talk really quickly about the special tests for the shoulder. So the very first one is called the apprehension test. I like to do the apprehension test while laying down. So the first thing that I'll get the person to do is they're going to stay relaxed and I'm going to passively take them through this movement. So all you're going to do is abduct the shoulder to 90 degrees and then you're just going to be externally rotating the arm. And if the arm can pretty much drop to right about 90 degrees of external rotation or further, then that would be a negative test. A positive test would be indicative if somebody was apprehensive. So as soon as they start to do that, they're like, ooh, I don't like that, or stop, or they make a face, or they guard. They basically try to pull out of that movement, because what this test will do is it'll try to basically mimic the feeling and sensation of a shoulder dislocation. So if they've dislocated before or they've subluxed their shoulder before, when I do this position, they're going to have that feeling that it's unstable and it wants to move outward. So they're not going to like this and they're going to be apprehensive, which is why we call it the apprehension test. It can be done while sitting up. I just like to have their arm completely rested against the table while I externally rotate. And there's not multiple passes, you just do it the one time, and again, you're just looking for apprehension. And then if there's no apprehension, that's a negative test. Positive test would be they are apprehensive and would indicate a previous subluxation or dislocation of the shoulder, and it shows you that there is some instability in the shoulder joint. The next ones, we're going to get him sitting. So we'll get looking at the muscle tendon tests. So we're going to start with our empty can. So for empty can, I'm going to ask that you pretend you're holding two cans out in front of you. Perfect. And we're going to put them out like a Y. Awesome. And now I want you to empty those cans. So hold this position here. I'm going to try to push you down. Don't let me. Okay. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Was there any pain or problems with that?
No.
No. So that would be considered a negative test. A positive test, do you want to put your arms up and show them positive? Perfect. Yeah. So there you go here. And as I start to push, one arm's going to go and start to kind of fall down. They're going to be weaker and there's going to be pain with the movement. So weakness and pain would be a positive test. And that one, empty can, is testing for a supraspinatus tendonitis. Okay. The next one is going to be speeds. Speeds is testing for long-headed biceps tendonitis. So a positive test would be pain and weakness as well. So you're going to get your arms out straight, palms facing the ceiling. I'm going to put my hands around their elbows and I'm going to say, I'm going to try to push you down. Don't let me. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Any pain or problems with that? No. There's no weakness and no pain, so that would be a negative test. Again, positive is weakness and pain, indicating a long-headed biceps tendonitis.